So the first point we need to understand and communicate that the P&L is operations in dollars. We need to tell the story in the form of numbers. Our second point was how to connect the dots between operations and finance, and not to create a rift, but to build bridges. And I think the third point, Ash, is what we were talking about, not just sitting on our seats with, not sitting on our hands, so to speak. We want to be able to be in the business and learn the business properly. So how can a finance person learn the operations of a business or understand the business when they're so busy during month end, when they're so busy cleaning up balance sheets during the rest of the month, and they're so busy doing audit and they're so busy doing cleanup work? How can they do it, Ash?
So busy doing stuff. So what's the account dad's approach? Look, for me personally, I do like to sit down with people. So I figure out who my stakeholders are firstly, and just like to sit around them. So more recently I've got a team of 6, and it was really interesting where like the business partners sort of just hover around me, and I was like, actually go away and sit with your own respective business, functions. But if you go back a few roles, if I had to put myself in a different stream, whereas in the waste industry, I was only the only business partner that was sitting with the operations guys, and the rest of the finance staff were sitting downstairs within themselves. But I got exposed to all the conversations. I got exposed to being brought into meetings randomly. I got hey, this is my current problem. Whereas I'm like, I'm experiencing this like here and now. Whereas in P&L world, I would have been asking the same question about a month and a half from now about what actually occurred today. And so the timing of conversation really is what really got me. And so for me, it was just trying to be present around people. Given a world pre-COVID and post-COVID is a bit different, but obviously the more present you can be, it's easier. And just asking people, just being curious. And I think most people, they want to help. No one's generally standoffish, I think, at the beginning, unless they've had some history of the past, let's say between finance and ops. But most people want to help. But if they just see you're curious in nature and just want to actually help out with no other strings attached, they'll take you on the ride. They'll take you on the journey, right? And they're more than happy to go, oh, well, this is how we see the world, rather than, hey, this is your backwards, view of the rear view facing of the world as such.
Yeah. It's a great point, and I'm going to go to a rugby league analogy. Why do like the New South Wales Blues bring players that haven't made the team still into camp? They want them to feel and understand what it's like to be a part of that team. They want them to build context. They want them to build relationships, camaraderie, but also for them to have perspective. And even though this isn't the same as that, it just goes to show being around people or being around teams, being around the actual business that's delivering revenue helps you understand and build context and adds value to your work as well. And hopefully through that helps you do your work better. And so, like you said, Ash, the practical ways are to be present, sit with those teams, attend those meetings. If you're not being invited to meetings, ask. I think the more you talk to people, even if you ask, some of the junior guys, hey, can I come? You're in a meeting with 3 junior guys, can I just come and sit in that? They might be like, oh, wow, the finance guy wants to come to a meeting. All we're talking about is how do we clean this particular thing up? But at least start to build perspective, right? You building blocks of understanding that industry and that business. Another point you have, Ash, is understanding the KPIs that drive certain leaders or business people, so you can understand, what their drivers are and 100%. What they are focused on in pushing the business towards. Any other points, Ash, in terms of practicality that we can capture?
I think the final thing is like just understanding from their perspective, like why that, the KPI point is important to them. And so if we understand the importance for them, then we can actually bridge the gap why it's going to be important to us.